Hey guys, Nate from the Young Scholars here today to show you guys how I play Thermite. I have over 80 plus hours as Thermite, and he's my most played attacking operator by 50 hours.
Celsius. Hot enough to cut through nearly any barrier known to man. Throw some C4 into the mix, and you've got one hell of a combination.
Let's get right into the tips.
I think they're upstairs again.
Biohazard container location unknown. Find the biohazard.
As a Thermite, it's important that you do not get spawn peeked. This means checking all the windows and doors for possible spawn peeks. Unless your team also has a Habana, you are your team's only way to get through reinforced walls.
Whoever's Twitch, can you get that wall, please?
Always let your Twitch or Thatcher know which walls you need help with, because without a Twitch or a Thatcher getting rid of either the bandits or the mutes that are most likely on it, you're pretty useless. Bandits will outright destroy the charge, and mutes will just prevent it from being ignited. My Twitch has just gotten rid of the bandits, so now I can safely put my charge on the wall and ignite it. Here I'm putting a claymore down to watch a common peek. Usually people jump out of that window and attempt to get some cheap kills on the people looking through the hole. I don't know what that bandit was doing. This deployable shield is bandited, so I am calling over my sludge to throw a frag grenade at it, because Ash will not be able to take it out. Since I know they have a frost, you gotta check for frost traps. The thing about Thermite is after you've placed your charges, you're basically just another guy with a gun. After you've placed your charges, I recommend playing aggressively, but not until all charges are off or all useful walls have been thermited.
You have one too, bud.
On certain maps like Bank, Thermite isn't as important for walls, but more so for hatches. Maybe on maps like these I recommend playing a Habana more than a Thermite, because she can get more hatches than a Thermite. But still, it's nice to have Thermite if you do need a wall blown. Here I know there's a frost somewhere in this room because you killed me here last round. I quickly Thermite this wall and jump into the objective after it is blown. Start securing. And then my teammate kills the castle.
Who's down? Let's point and laugh.
Here I'm playing Thermite on Bank. I recently heard someone in the open area, so I'm looking for them right now. The one thing I do not like with this clip, though, is that I am alone, which is something you should not be doing as a Thermite. You should always be with somebody, whether it be Thatcher or Twitch preferably, but just someone, especially since the other team does have a Caveira.
Oh, Caveira, Parker. Oh my gosh.
I hear shots from in the closet. Take him out.
Hold on.
My teammate just got interrogated, so I'm going to back off, and I know they're going to pee me from this door. I get an injury on Caveira.
Roaster ass.
And then I get the Jaeger. Usually when a team gets an interrogation off, they become very confident and aggressive, because they do have wall hacks on you. Now that they know where I'm coming from, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head around to a different side of the map, so I don't keep attacking from the same staircase. Hopefully throw them off a little bit. I only have 20 seconds left, so I got to hurry up. Vault over this devolvable, look for frost. Looking for mute. Unluckily, my gun and ACOG block him when I sprint into the door. I should not have sprinted into that door. Always ADS around a corner. Now that we've gone over some of the basics of playing Thermite, let's go over some of the more advanced things, such as dealing with bandit tricks, mirrors on the walls, what weapons to use, and what attachments to use. Here's one I didn't think I'd have to say. Don't put a Thermite charge on a wooden barricade, ever. They're going to see it coming, and they're probably just going to shoot it out, because they can shoot through it. Here's a tip for dealing with bandit tricks. First, cover any possible runouts with a claymore. Then, when you get to the wall, have a Thatcher or a Twitch take out any bandits that are already on the wall. Then, once those bandits are gone, what you want to do is juggle the charge. This means placing it on one wall, and then moving to the next. This requires the toggle option in the gadget deployment, but what you want to do is just bounce it back and forth like that. That'll mess with the sound of the charge being placed, which is what they use to Bandit trick. In this case, I do end up getting a kill. However, usually you will just get an injure because of the rook armor that the enemy most likely has. This is another way to deal with mutes or bandits if you are alone or you don't have a Thatcher or a Twitch. This is a very dangerous way to do it because they can peek you, but you peek around the corner like this, and then you shoot the bandit, and you do this. Another place this works really well is border on the armory lockers. It is very, very dangerous though, because usually they hide behind that half concrete wall in the back, and they pick you off pretty easily. But this is a very last ditch effort. However, it does work.
Stop securing the container. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
So during your scouting at the prep phase, you see a Mira reinforcing a wall.
And then
No
just
big
put it
deal.
here in the middle.
5 seconds to insertion.
But then you realize that she's putting up a Mira. Big deal. Since thermite charges cannot be placed on a Mira, you have to place it off the side. However, there's a problem with that. They can easily bandit trick because they have line of sight. So one way to get rid of this is to smoke grenade the Mira, and then put the thermite charge off to the side and blow it, and then you are into the objective room. The only problem with this is sometimes with client-side smoke, it may not be the most consistent thing. However, that is why you throw it at the base, so that it is most likely to block their vision, because when you're standing inside the smoke, you can really only see the gray, as you saw just a few seconds ago when I ran into Mira.
Secure the biohazard container.
So now that I've covered some of the basics and some of the more advanced tips of playing Thermite, hopefully you have some more success in your Thermite endeavors.
The nitro.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the winner's circle.